Hello and welcome. We're doing a little late night shopping. Well, it's late night if you're on the East Coast. Here on the West Side, it's only 10 o'clock. So I don't know if that's considered late night, but we're going to do some shopping anyway because I've got some cool stuff to show you. And I know some of you are night owls and some of you just can't sleep. So I don't know where I fit in with that at the moment, but we're going to look at some cool products I've got. I have several. I even have some down on the floor that I couldn't get up here. That's okay though. We're going to see what I can find for you. And my name is Cheryl Locke, also known as Off the Jacks in the Las Vegas area, because I do a lot of video for car shows and take a bunch of pictures. In fact, I've been doing some Amazon Live out at car shows. So if you like car shows, you might want to go check out some of my other streams. This past weekend, I was at a car show Friday night and Saturday morning. Over 500 cars there, classic cars, new muscle, old muscle, a couple rat rods. Had a little bit of everything. So I'm glad you've joined us, and I hope we can find some exciting products for you. If you have questions, be sure to leave them in the chat and I'll see if I can't answer them for you. You can see the carousel down below. If at any time you want to check out the products, you can, if you're on desktop, you can go back and forth. It runs across the bottom. If you're on mobile, the carousel is straight below the video. There's also the chat option. When I'm on live, you can chat. From mobile, you'll see a little set of text that says chat. Now, if you're watching the recorded version, there is no chat, and the products will be on the left-hand side of the stream, so you'll have to check there. All righty. Who's ready to start some shopping? First off, I got something. Christmas is coming. And I don't know about all of you, but one of the big things I always had problems with at Christmas is batteries, because everything you get for the kids and the grandkids, nieces and nephews, you need batteries. I use a lot of cordless electronics, so therefore I go through a lot of batteries too. I'm gonna take down the little follow button. Y'all know how to follow. And I didn't want to go down to the store. I didn't want to get dressed. I didn't want to go down there and drive with crazy people on the roads, go in, deal with it. So instead of doing all of that, I sat right here in my happy little home and I ordered my batteries. These that I just got are double A's. Now I want to show you what I like about these, because when I go and get batteries, I get big packs, and these have 48 in them, which should last me a while. They do have a 10-year shelf life. I've never had batteries last that long in my house to actually check. But what I really liked about this is when you open them up, they come, I don't want to drop that on my dog. They may not be happy, in a 4-pack sealed. So that way it's going to protect your batteries, because one of the things that happens when you get a big bunch of loose batteries is they start touching each other and they'll drain each other out. I'm not an expert on this, but they kind of short each other out and will drain. This way you don't have to worry about it. You can also have a pack to put, in the kids' room, one by your computer, wherever you want. They're all individually wrapped in little 4 sections, 4 apiece. It's late. This is going to get interesting. And you can take one out at a time and still have the others in the package secure because this tight wrapping. So I love that. I will probably not be going to the store to get my batteries anymore. I think I like when the little Amazon guy pulls up to my house, because we have the Amazon warehouse here. And so we have Amazon trucks. In fact, I ordered something last night. I had like 59 seconds to order it before midnight, and I got it today. From the little Amazon truck pulls up, and they come in their little Amazon uniform. So from now on, they're going to be bringing me batteries. No more messing with those crowds, especially not as Christmas shopping starts. And mentioning Christmas shopping, I want to let you know that you've probably seen on the news there's tons of cargo ships out in the bay, whether it's in California, down in Florida, in Texas, up on the East Coast. There's tons of cargo ships just sitting out there that haven't been able to come in and get unloaded. One of the things that Amazon is doing is they've already started. A lot of the things you look at, you will see there have products on special to start your Black Friday shopping now. Because if cargo ships can't get unloaded, that means products may run out. And I don't want you to not be able to get what you want, especially if you've got kids or grandkids and nieces and nephews, special little people. Adults, they can wait. Little people, not so much. Christmas is a big deal. And so I want you to start looking around at your products that you're going to be looking for. Pick them out and get them bought, because it could come down to products not being in stock and getting out in time for Christmas. So please, please, please get that taken care of beforehand, so you don't have to worry about waking up on Christmas morning and not having the products you need. That's my little PSA, because we got a letter from Amazon saying we're starting Black Friday specials now. The brands are putting out specials. Start getting people to shop so we don't have to worry. And with the batteries, I'm going to tell you right now. In fact, I can pull it up on the screen for you. I think I can. Oh, what I have to do first is allow it to share my screen. I just, on the spur of the moment, decided to do a late night shopping. These batteries have been rated over 370,000 times, and they got 4.5-star ratings. So there you go. You know that many ratings. I am not the only person. Oh my gosh, they show opening the box differently than what I opened it. Leave it to me. So go check out, if you're going to need batteries for Christmas gifts, there you go. No more dealing with traffic and crazy people. They bring them to you. Next up is an item that I love. In fact, I made a little video about it, and it is the Keeper MG gun magnet. So if you carry and you want to have this in your car, so you can put it there down low when you're driving, because sometimes if you carry, it's not comfortable. Trust me. It can get a little irritating, and you don't want it loose on the seat, because then if you have an accident, it could fly out. You could forget it was there. All kinds of things. You'd rather have it kind of hidden away where you can get to it and it's in a secure place. Also, maybe at your home or your work, you can have it up under the desk. And yes, I'm watching what I say, because I don't want to get in trouble. We have, if I can get it out, the Keeper magnet. This magnet comes with 4 screws, so you can attach it, like I said, in your car. You can attach it under your desk, in a cabinet, wherever you think you might need it. And I got a cool video, because one of my concerns was, when I got this, was, will the magnet be strong enough to actually hold anything. I can tell you I checked with things in my house, and yes, it is. Even though I can't show those, I can't show you on here, get me in trouble. So I made a video, and it's on my shoppable videos, and I'm going to show you how strong this little magnet is. I want to show you the Keeper MG magnet. Are you wondering, is it going to hold what I need it to hold? Well, let me show you. I've checked it out with several items, and since I'm kind of limited what I can show you, I wonder, do you think it'll hold this heavy metal jack stand? Let's see. Yes, it does. So, if you're looking for a very strong magnet, it has a nice rubber coating on it, so it's not going to scratch whatever you attach. Comes with 4 screws, so you can put it in your vehicle, under your desk, in a cabinet, wherever you need it to be. And it is strong. There you go. Now you know how strong that little magnet is. And like I said, it's got the rubber coating, so it's not going to harm anything that is stuck to it if you pull it off. It's a slight rubber coating. It works great. I'm going to show it to you on the page so that you know what you're looking at. Right here. Super easy to put wherever you need. And it's been rated over 7,430 times, and it's got a 4.5-star rating. So there you go. I got it. I wasn't sure about it, but it works. And right now you can save $5. I love when they put these things on special. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know when things are going to be on special and when they aren't. So if you're watching later, this may not be on special anymore. I have no way of knowing. I have no way of telling them, hey, keep it on special. Someone wants it. So if you want that, you need to get it just in case they take the special off. You've been warned. And by the way, I'm Cheryl Locke. If you're new here, welcome to Amazon live streaming. You can ask questions in the chat, and I'll do my best to help you get them answered. Not a professional at everything, but I know what I use. How's that? Alrighty then. And be sure to hit the follow button. It should be right down below the video. I greatly appreciate it. It makes me feel special, and it makes Amazon think I'm special. So there you go. Now the next product we have, I need to, where's my little plug-in? I tell you, I just did this on the spur of the moment. This is another product that is in the carousel. This is an AC/DC converter that I need for the next item to show you. So I can plug it in, and this acts as, just like it would if you have a cigarette lighter in your car. That's basically what this is. But sometimes I have products that get shown that are used in your car, but I can't pull my car in here. It doesn't work. So I have this. I'm going to give you a little safety tip about this. Once you plug this in, don't stick your finger or your tongue in there. Don't leave it plugged in where your kids or your pets could. Would it do anything? Not sure. Not going to try it out. Just don't have that urge. Well, hello, Michael. Nice to see you. I saw you in Miss Kimberly's stream tonight. And my internet kind of got a little funky, so I had to go. But I am super glad to have you here. Always good to have new people in. I decided on the spur of the moment to do a little late night shopping. Because what the heck? I wasn't doing anything, so I figured some of you Well, thank you very much for the follow. I would sing like Kimberly, but then you would never come back. I don't have that gift. She has a gift. I don't. I wish I could. I wish I could sing and be that entertaining, but it just doesn't work for me. One day, what I have next, and I'm going to, there you go. I'm going to highlight it and I'm going to let you know because I do have it. This has over 185,000 ratings. People have rated it 185,000 plus times, and it's a 4-star rating. It's the bestseller in automotive, #1 bestseller in automotive. Wow. Also, right now, as it is, there is a coupon and you can save 50%. How long that special will last, I don't know. So if you want it, I suggest you go ahead and you get it. Otherwise, the special could be done and over and gone, and then you've missed out. We don't want you to miss out. We know Christmas is coming. Maybe you want to buy this as a gift for yourself. Maybe you want it for someone else. I'm not judging. I buy myself gifts all the time. Not at Christmas. I just buy all year. So, this is a car vac, and it comes with, of course, a hose. This little brush piece comes up, and this brush is actually pretty stiff. So when you're on that carpet or on your seats, it actually roughs it up and brings up that dust and dirt and sand, depending on where you live. I live in the desert. I get a lot of sand. So this helps rough it up and bring it to the top. Also, this is a little HEPA filter. I always say that wrong. A little HEPA filter. And this is a spare one. So there's one already in the vacuum, and then you get a spare. Super cool. Let me see where I had this out the other day, and I tried to keep it all together so that I didn't lose anything. Now, here is a little brush, so you can actually, so your filter is not going to be, you know how usually when they get dirty, then you just have to throw them away. This, you can get right in there and get a bunch of that dust and grime out of there so your filter lasts even longer. Awesome. Because gosh knows I don't want to have to keep buying more things. I don't vacuum my car very often because I just don't care. If you ever saw my car, you'd understand. But it runs. That's what counts. Okay. Now, before we go too far, let me show you this. We have another little piece that comes with it. And this is the crevice to get in between the between the seat and the armrest. Yes, because there are always something down there. In fact, when I got my car, it was a used car. I had enough French fries in that crevice. If they weren't hard as a rock, you could have lived for a week on those French fries. I don't know what the guy did, but he ate a lot of French fries, or at least he left a lot in the car. Crevice tool for those French fries. I know, maybe you don't have those. I got lucky. The car came with French fries. Now, all of this does come, and you can put it in the nice little bag, which I'm going to be putting this in my car, but I haven't yet, so I wanted to make sure that I kept it all where I could get to it easily. So you can put it all in the bag. The bag has a little handle, and that way you can keep it in your trunk, and you don't have to worry about pieces going everywhere, which is why I try to put it all back in here. Now here's the vacuum, and as you can see, it's got a little filter in it. The cord is super duper long. That's another thing. I don't want to take the cord loose because then I'll have cord I have to wind up. But it is super long, so you're going to be able to get into your back seat and around your car. Now I'm going to plug this in to my handy dandy little AC/DC plug. Ta-da! Let's see. Does it suck? Oh wait, it's blowing out air. I think I'm using it wrong. It does. I could, put it on my lips and get that little pucker they've got going. And it all just, let me see if I got the right in. No, I didn't. Of course not. There you go. Then you can put on whichever tools you'd like. And send this out with the kids and let them clean your car so they can have a ride to soccer or wherever they're going. I do like that it blows out that air because it's hot in here. For those of you that don't know, I'm in the Las Vegas area and it is still hot. We do not have fall yet. Well, we have fall, but it's not like normal people fall. It's, in fact, I just turned on the AC because I needed to shut up the doors since I was going to be online and not be able to kind of keep track of everything. And it's still over 80 degrees outside. So we have not hit those nice, cool fall temps yet. They're coming. We're not hitting 110 during the day. So that's a good thing. I'm going to set this to the side and I will pull this up again for you to see. Right there it is. Save an extra 50% when you apply this coupon. Want to save a little money? There you go. I don't think you can, I've never seen very many with 50% off. So if you're looking for a good little car vac to give as a gift or get for yourself, we got it for you. And I'd even let you come over and try mine to vacuum my car. I'd always let somebody clean my car. I'm not above that. It's been too hot to go out and clean my car. Now, this next item I ordered last night at less than 1 minute before midnight. And I got it today. I haven't opened it. So I'm super excited about it. It's something I've been wanting. And I've wanted it for like 1.5 years, 2 years now. In fact, I wanted it. I looked at it late 2019 and I didn't get it. Of course, with things getting shut down and everything, I kind of had a change in my business. So I didn't need it as much right then. And it was also super, to me, it was super expensive. Well, I saw it the other day at 41% off. So I thought about it and I thought, I do need it, especially now that things are picking up, more car shows, more things going on. I'm going to be out traveling more. I had surgery, got some things taken care of. I'm pretty much healed back up. So traveling will be on my agenda and I will need this. I'll pull it up so you can see it and see how much money I saved. Holy smokes. 41% savings. I saved $102. I am so excited. Like I said, I haven't opened this. This is as far as I got. I took it out of the big Amazon package. But this has been rated over 46,000 times, and it has a 5-star rating. Did you see that? Five, count them, 5-star rating. So I'm super excited. I thought it was going to be a little bigger. Now, this is a 1 terabyte portable SSD, so it's a solid state drive. So it's not the circle clink, clink, clink. This is a solid state drive, so that's why it's portable and you're not going to have as many issues. This is going to be a godsend for me because I have 3 external hard drives, big external hard drives for my computer. I have a 1 terabyte because I thought that'd be enough. Then I got a 4 terabyte, thought that'd be enough. Now I have a 16. But all of those hook onto my computer. And so I have to, when I go out and I'm taking pictures and videos with my phones, I have a 360 camera and take professional pictures for Google Maps. When I'm out with those things, I can run out of space, which means I have to come home or I have to take my laptop and take with me one of those big external hard drives. That's not convenient at all. And if I'm traveling, that's really not convenient. If I'm out at a show, I don't want to be like, oh, I have to go back to the hotel. I have to go to somewhere and download images and video off my phone. I'm going to see if I can do this. This is a camping can opener. Look, I'm going to undo tape with it. It's multi-purpose. I don't want to be stuck. With this, I will be able to download right from my phone, right from my 360 camera. Oh my gosh. It's tiny. Look at, compared to my hand. I thought it was going to be like, this big. Holy smoke. That is a terabyte of memory right there. This is awesome. I don't know if you're as excited as I am. Probably not. I am super excited. This, and I love this. This is one reason I got the SanDisk. For one, SanDisk has been around making memory cards and memory sticks and hard drives for a very long time. They're a very well-known brand, so I trust them. I also like this because it is a rubbery coating, which that feels nice. And it has this. So I can put a keychain or something like that on it and put it inside, say, my camera bag. So it's in there and it's attached and it's not just floating around loose where when I pull something out, it could flip out. And especially considering how small it is. That's crazy. And the thing is, I get really excited about some of this because growing up, my dad worked for IBM and he was a computer repairman, and this was 50 years ago. And he worked on computers that took up whole huge rooms, and when I'd go to work with him, we'd have to take big suction cups and pull up pieces of the floor so he could get to the wires and all. And he used to tell me, he said, you know what? One day, computers are going to be in everybody's house. One day, you're going to have a computer in your pocket. And people used to laugh. And now he passed away 30 years ago, so he didn't get to see a lot of this. But this is exactly the type of stuff he was talking about. A terabyte of information, of video and pictures on something this small. I am excited. And we have, let me see if I can get this off here so we can take a look. Super simple. Look at this. Okay. This has this. I haven't even looked at the instructions. It's gonna plug into, this is my Samsung phone. So it will plug right in there. And it has the USB, so I can plug on this end and plug into my laptop. I am super duper duper excited. Now, if I remember right, and I'm not positive, thank goodness I don't use my iPhone for pictures. I use it mainly for Amazon Lives. The only reason I got it. But my Samsung S20 is what normally has all the pictures and everything on it. Then my 360 camera, which this should fit. Now, I think I should be able to, and I'm looking, you can password protect it. So that's going to be even handier. That way I don't have to worry if I do lose it and I'm carrying any kind of documents on it. I don't have to worry. I may have lost all this, but nobody else can get to the information that's on it. Me, I'll use it mostly for pictures and videos. So it's not a huge deal, but still, I don't want people having that. So you can password protect this. I'm looking to see, let me pull this up here and you can look right along with me. Yeah, I should have looked at how small it was, because this is next to my iPhone. That's how small. Holy smokes. And I'm looking, I thought there might be, now you can get this in 500 gigabytes or 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, or 4 terabyte. Since I only use it when I'm out and I have so many external hard drives, 1 terabyte was enough for me. I don't know about you. Check it and see. I'm looking to see if I can get any type of, they've even got little hard cases for them, which I didn't get. Daggone, I should have looked. I was in such a hurry to get it, so it didn't run out. It's kind of what happened. I'm looking. See, my 360 images are gigantic. 360 images are so huge, they take up so much space. So this is going to be good. Password protected. Right there it is. Windows 8, Windows 10, and Mac OS. Now, when you use this with a Mac, I know you have to set it up a little bit differently, and I am really in hopes these instructions will help me do that. Otherwise, I may have to go to YouTube, start Googling a little bit. I am not afraid to go to YouTube and start Googling. And I'm trying to put this all back in here so I can have it nice. I'm super excited. And I honestly don't know if it will work with an iOS. If I can get a little plug to go on the iOS. I'm going to have to do a little more research. I wasn't too worried simply because I don't use my iOS a lot for taking pictures and video, and I wouldn't have anything to save. But I'm going to check because I know some of, here, no, that's an OS. I honestly don't know. And I will know next time I bring this up because it's something important for some of you. Just wasn't super duper important for me. So there you go. That is the SanDisk. It is on sale, 41% off. I saved over $100, which means I have $100 to buy something else. Put it in my savings. That's what I should do. What the heck? I get a lot of computer equipment, so when it comes to that kind of stuff. If I can save money on one item, yes, it means I can buy something else, because can you honestly ever have too much computer equipment? No. Don't let anybody fool you. That doesn't happen. Trust me, I know. I'm one of those little old ladies that likes computer gear. I think, though, like I said, my dad worked for IBM, and I think that that has a lot to do with it, that I was brought up knowing that computers were a thing. A lot of the other kids that I went to school with and were friends with, they had, it was all new to them as things started coming out. I sent my first email, internal email, which meant within a company, in 1984, 84 or 85. And I had my first computer at home, of course, no internet. We had no internet then. In 1985, I had a computer, and it didn't do much. In fact, I used to sit and program in your X's and O's and your ones and O's and all that. My husband at the time he wrote computer programs. And so then when he was at work, I would sit there and load in all of the coding so that the program actually worked and we could test it. That was a long time ago. So yes, I've been doing this a while. And when I got the internet, then things just went crazy. I know what some of you are thinking. Cheryl, you're way too old to be doing this stuff. I'm even on TikTok. Take that, kids. I have more TikTok followers than my friends' grandkids. And I tease them about it too. Next up is an item that, no, I do not have in the house. And I wasn't going to bring it in. So I'll show it to you. Because there are some things you just can't bring in the house, or it would be a real pain in the butt. Now, this is for your shop or your garage, things like that. I happen to have cactus. I have over 700 cactus in my yard, all of them in pots. And I always need shelves to stack, to put babies on, to keep them where I can move them into the shade and stuff while they get started. So that's why I'm not bringing that rack in. I'd have to take a bunch of cactus off, bring it in, be a royal pain in the hiney. So this is got 4 adjustable shelves. It says 350-pound loading capacity per shelf. I've never tested that. I could probably find one of the guys and probably get a 350-pound guy to come over and ask him to test it, but I don't want him to, because not worth it to me. Probably not worth it to him either. But that's what they say. It's 36 by 14 by 54. There you go. And you all know what this is. It's nothing special that I worried about showing it to you. Just wanted you to know that it's there. I love it. Because, yes, I could use it in the shop, but I use it for plants. And that way I can move them around easier. There you go. It is been rated over 86,741 times. And it has a 4.5-star rating. So there you go. You shop, garage, in your cupboard, your pantries. I know a lot of people get tons of canned goods. And having actual shelves sometimes doesn't work, especially depending on where you're storing your food. This is another great way to do it, so it's all organized. There you go. Yeah, I don't bring things in my house that are outside. I see no point in that most of the time. Sometimes things don't work. Like this next item, I could bring it in the house. I have no way to hook it up, and I I don't see me putting trees in my house or big posts inside. So there again, some things have to remain outside. And this is by Wise Owl, and I love hammocks. I love sitting in a hammock, just laying in a hammock. I don't sit in them very often. I like to lay in them. And my dogs, it's a great way. The dogs can get up in there with me. We can just relax and don't worry. I'm pretty sure they wish I would get out of the hammock so they could have the whole daggone thing to themselves. But here it is. This is by Wise Owl Portable Hammock. You're going to need something. It doesn't have the stand, so you're going to need something to attach it to, whether it's trees, whether it's porch posts, whatever it is. If you go camping, anything like that, this is for you. It also has this bag. I like that because I don't really camp. I car camp. When I go camping, I've went and slept in my car because I can put a blow up mattress in there, not have to set up a tent, the whole bit. But I like this because I can take the hammock and it's in a nice little bag that I don't have this big sprawling stuff all over. And I don't know what you call those little hooks. There's actually a name for them. And I can't think of what the name is. And it doesn't say there. But the little hooks, I know that sometimes when you get these items, those little hooks, let me show them. Well, if I can get there. Doggone it. There. Carbiners, whatever they're called. Sometimes those are really cheap and I don't trust them. These are nice because, yeah, I've gotten some items and they're so cheap. I would not dare trust them with much. This is a bestseller in camping hammocks, and it has been rated dadgum near 34,000 times, just a little shy of 34,000 times. And guess what? I'm gonna pop this over here because I have to tell you, it's rated 5 stars. 5. That is 5 stars. Yeah, I like when you can get 5 stars on something, which doesn't happen that often. So there you go. If you go camping, if you have a backyard or a back porch and you like to just lay back and relax, there you go. Hammocks. Everybody should have hammocks. I am a true lover of them, especially if I got music. I didn't put my speakers in the carousel tonight. I've been showing some little Wonder Boom speakers, and those are great because I can operate them with my phone. So I don't even have to get out of the hammock and I can change my music, all of that on my phone with my speakers while I relax. So there you go. If you're new here, please hit the follow button. It makes me feel special and makes Amazon think I'm somebody special. And God knows I can use all the help I can get, as you can tell. So I hope y'all are having a good night. It is 10:44 on the West Coast-ish area. I'm not quite coast, but if California ever falls off in the ocean from an earthquake, I'll have oceanfront property. I don't think that's going to happen, but I keep telling my friends that live over there it might. Oh, you know what? I'm going to switch up things because I want to run and get a couple items I left in the other room. Where did I put this? Gosh darn it. Oh, hang on. I'm going to show you a little video of what I had earlier. Where did I put it? This is for the keeper magnet while I run and get a couple items right in the other room. 1 minute. I want to show you the keeper MG magnet. Are you wondering, is it going to hold what I need it to hold? Well, let me show you. I've checked it out with several items, and since I'm kind of limited what I can show you, I wonder, do you think it'll hold this heavy metal jack stand? Let's see. Yes, it does. So, if you're looking for a very strong magnet, it has a nice rubber coating on it, so it's not going to scratch whatever you attach. Comes with 4 screws, so you can put it in your vehicle, under your desk, in a cabinet, wherever you need it to be. And it is strong. All right. Oh, yes, that is what I have up next in line is Playmate Coolers. And I realize that some of you might be going, well, I have no one Igloo Coolers. I know you do. But here's the thing. This is dirty because I didn't wash it. It's been outside because it gets used. This is my mini mate, okay? And if you're looking at Igloo Coolers, I have had this one since 1997 when I had a construction job. And as you can see, it still works. This is one that I think it says it holds 6 cans of like soda cans. This thing has lasted since like 1997 when I started my construction job. Perfect for taking your lunch. Perfect for a couple of soda, some snacks, whatever. Super handy. So I wanted to show you that they last. This one is my new one. All right. This one, let me close it. There again. Now it's even worse looking than the other one. This one was bought in the mid-80s. It has been on construction jobs from Massachusetts across the U.S. and even down here in the Nevada area. So the button still holds. And I'm going to show you the inside, but don't. Yep. It has been used and used and used. This is, like I said, mid-80s. Then we have this one. This one is even older. We don't exactly know how much older, but it's older than the 80s. It has a different type of plastic on the inside, and they've redone things since then. But this one, we really don't know when it was gotten. It was before the other two. So if you're looking for a cooler that lasts and that you don't have to replace, because like I said, this other one, this Mini Mate, 1997, and I know that for a fact because of when I started a construction job. And I still have it, and it still works. I used it for my job in construction, taking my lunch. My daughter took it and used it some when she was in school. I have taken it to different little outdoor events when I needed to take some snacks for low blood sugar. I carry a lot of grapes or fruit and bananas, and that was the perfect little size. This one, all over the US at construction sites. And now I got dogs laying right where I wanted to set it. Watch out, baby. I need to set that over there, okay? Don't bump it. Sorry about that. The dogs. Well, hello, E. Williams. Yes, your dad still works after over 30 years. Exactly. That's what's amazing. I'm like, I was looking at things, and granted, the one that they have here on the site looks a little bit different. You know, they've changed some things, but I wanted to show the quality of them, because what else can you buy that lasts that long? I don't need to buy a new fangled one. I still have 3 that all work perfectly. So right now you can save 16%. If you're ordering now, I don't know how long this special is going to last, but as far as I'm concerned, if I was to buy one of those coolers now for, say, $24.32 with the savings, I would get my money's worth out of it, because the 80s, we're now in 2021. They've been around a while. So I think it's a great deal. You also can save if you're getting it now. How long the special will last, I don't know. So there you go. Got a little history. In fact, I'm not sure when they came out with the Playmate Coolers. And then the Mini Mates. I don't even know. I just know when we got ours. So kind of fun. And the Igloo Cooler, Playmate Coolers have been rated 13,694 times, and they are rated 4.5 stars. I would give them a 5. Holy crap. I could. They last. There you go. So, need a cooler? Look at them. They do come in different sizes, of course. You've got your smaller one, you know, and they continue up. But as far as I'm concerned, I would rather spend the money and get an Igloo cooler than go and find at one of the discount stores and get a lesser known brand that may not last. I want my money's worth. When I spend money, I like to get my money's worth. Otherwise, I'm not a happy camper. All right. The next one is one of my little favorite toys that I got, about a week ago. And I've had so much fun with it. We're going to do a little Blair Witch Project type. Let me grab it. You know what? I love whenever I can get new stuff. And I try to keep everything in a box if I'm not using it. That way I can show you exactly how it comes. It gets hard with some things, but other things, it's easier for me to keep in the box, keep them nice, and still be able to use them. I just got to remember to put them back, because this is a little lantern. And no, I don't use it all the time, so it's easy. I say, this actually is going to go in my car, so that for my emergency kit, so if I'm out and about. Also, when I do nighttime car shows, this will be super handy, because sometimes you need a little light for the car. This, I think, is going to work. I haven't got to try it yet, but I think this will work out good as a little lantern. I have a bigger light that is super bright and it puts on too much. Whereas this, I think I can set it down. I don't have to worry. My other one, you have to hold with your hand. This one, I could set back a ways. And let me see. I'm looking. It's been rated over 3,331 times, and it's 4.5-star rating, just so you know. Here we go. Like I said, I try to keep them in their boxes. Eventually, my box will break. It happens. And there's some of these things, no, I don't keep in the box because I use too often. And, oh no, am I going to break this daggone box? No. Getting a little gushy there. But I like to be able to show you how it comes. Here is a charging cord. So you can charge this with USB. If you're out and about and you have a charging bank, a power pack, anything like that, you can charge it. Charge it with your car. It's got some little instructions and safety warnings that we don't really care about. Here it is. That's how small it is. It's tiny. And it's super lightweight. And when I got it and I opened it, I'm like, I don't know about that. And then I tried it. Now, here you go. This is how you can charge it. It also has the solar pack or the solar charger on the bottom. So if you're out camping during the day, you could leave it out, let it charge back up. Okay, now to do this, hang on. I'm going to do something a little different because it's nighttime. Normally during the day, I can't even try this. But I'm going to, watch out, dogs, see if I can. All right, there we go. Move, baby. Amazon probably thinks, what the heck is she doing? Where did she go? We're going to do a little Blair Witch project. And yes, I still have some light from the screen. Okay, this is just from the top light because there's a top light and then I can open it to be a lantern. But I want to see how bright it is. This is not the brightest setting. It goes brighter. Look at that. Boo! There you go. Now, if you need it, yes, we have blinkies. I always wanted to do this. That's what I mean. I want to run through the woods like a Blair Witch project right now. I love it. Okay. Whew. Now, there we go. And I know you thought, Cheryl, you said a lantern. That's a light. But look at this. And I'll hold it away from the camera because I think the camera is probably freaking out a bit. This is the low setting. Where's my button? Oh, there it is. There's the low setting. This is just a foldable plastic. There's the bright setting. I love this. And it also is, so when you have it on, you've got the lantern part and you still have the top part there is lit. You know what? I know now I can just do, this is how I should just finish out my entire show there is with the lantern light flashing. It also has a nice little handle on the bottom so you could carry it. Hopefully you're not carrying it around while it's blinking. Oh, there you go. That makes a little more sense now, doesn't it? Okay, have we had fun yet? I just love it because it is so lightweight. And it has the little handle, great for kids, especially if you do go camping or this winter you lose electricity. I'm sure this doesn't do much for making me look any younger. It probably highlights my wrinkles. That's okay though. That way, if you lose electricity, this would be a nice little thing for the kids to have handy next to their bed so they can find their way to the bathroom, or if they get afraid of the dark. It is bright enough that they'll be able to see. There you go. I know. I'm having way too much fun, guys. All right. I can turn the lights on. We will get them going again. Maybe I'll just do this all night, you know, for something fun to do. Hey, it is 11:01 p.m. and I'm having fun. I'll turn it off. Let me turn on this other light so I don't look like I'm sitting here in the half dark. All right. And yes, I have on comfy pants. So if you saw me, I have on my comfy pants because it's late. We're going to see if it's durable now. Where did it even go? Oh. Does it work after I threw it on the floor? Why, yes, it does. Yep. And yep, you just pop it. And there you go. Have you seen it enough? I do love it though. Like I said, I'm going to put it in my car for my car safety kit. And also, if I need a light while I'm out at car shows, I'm going to see if I can set it back, open it up as a lantern, set it back a bit, and give me a little bit of a glow on certain things when I need it, instead of trying to hand hold one light and take pictures all at the same time. I only have two hands. And so sometimes I can't get exactly what I want because of only having two hands. I will show you the page. I don't know as I showed you the page, I got too excited about such a simple little thing. Sometimes I think it's great. Like they said, people camping, emergency car care kits is why I got it. And there you go. And it's inexpensive. I know some of these are a lot more expensive and they're a lot heavier. I wanted to see if this was really lightweight. And if it was lightweight, would it still have quality? It does. So there you go. I hope you all are having a good night. Whether you're a night owl or just can't sleep. Well, hello, Robert. Nice to have you here. I'm doing a little late night shopping. Had to have something to do. It's a little after 11 here on the west side of the United States. And I decided at about 9:30, I thought, I got nothing to do. I did a show early today for trigeminal neuralgia, the disease I have. And then I decided tonight I could either just go lay and watch TV. I could sit and read Twitter, maybe watch some TikTok, or come on Amazon. So I don't have my pajama shirt on, but I almost did. I thought about just coming on in my pajamas. We can all shop in pajamas. That's how most of y'all shop, and you know it. Most of y'all sit at home in your jammies and do your Amazon shopping just like I do. Except when I come on here, then I have to put on a nice shirt. And by nice, I mean nice for me. I don't own anything too dressy. That is for sure. I turned on the lights, and guess what? We have another type of light. This is a nice little bag, but this isn't actually just a light. The other little one is a lantern, and it blinks, and it can be a flashlight or a lantern, and I can play Blair Witch. This is actually an air compressor, portable air compressor for your vehicle, so that you can air up those tires. And my big thing is being a female, and it's no different than some guys, but I don't want to be stranded along the side of the road with a tire that's lower. If I've went somewhere and my tire has gone down, and I don't want to walk a mile down the road to somewhere better lit, or to get air, or to get help, or to wait off the side of the road. So if I can get air in that tire to get me there, I would rather do that and get to more of a safe location, or maybe even make it home. This is why this is in my safety box in my trunk. You can air up balls, bicycle tires, everything, car tires, you name it. Has the little attachment back here, has the cord that goes in. This, it fits in there good so it doesn't come out. I haven't had to, thank goodness I haven't had to use it along the side of the road. But I'm going to plug this in. As I showed you earlier, I have a little plug in here because I can't bring my little cart in the house. So I got a plug. And this little plug is in the carousel. Ta-da! So it's just like if it was plugged into your cigarette lighter. And there again, it has a lot of cord. Now, this doesn't, I've tried it in here before, and it doesn't work that great because I'm not airing something up, and so it doesn't have the pressure on it. But it's got, can I show you? I'm trying to get the light. You can set your pressure here, and you can see what the pressure is. So that way you know how much pressure you have in your tires. And nobody's ever told you, on the side of your tires, it will say what the pressure should be. Now, it's different in the summer and different in the winter by a little bit, but it'll give you a good idea just in case you're not familiar with that and you, for the first time, go to use it and you're out by yourself and you're like, how much air do I put in them? You can find that right on the inside of your tire, and it will have the PSI. This also has a light, has a red light, and it has where it flashes SOS. I wouldn't know that because I don't know Morse code, but it does flash SOS. And that to me is super handy because if you are out and about on the road, you've got a light to see your tire. It's going to tell you the pressure. So you're not trying to guess. You're not trying to use another little pressure gauge. It's going to tell you right here. And if you have the little lantern, you got extra light. I got a whole thing on car safety kits. But this is handy. Oops. There it goes. I'll show you just what. See, it'll flash up there. Like I said, I can't do it in here without it. Try and turn off my light. There you go. So, daggone light. I keep hitting it. Doesn't work so well when you don't have something to air up, and I don't have anything like a basketball or something like that, so you can figure it out. I will pull it up on the screen so you can see it. Here it is, right there. PI Auto Compressor Portable 12-volt digital tire inflator with pressure gauge auto shut off, because you can set it so that once you set the pressure, once it gets to that, it'll shut off. Of course, you can use it for anything, whether it's your bike tire, your air mattress for the back of your car because you sleep in your car instead of a camper. And it's been rated almost 5,000 times, and it's a 4-star rating. So there you go. And it comes, my nose is itchy. And it comes in a nice little bag so that you can keep this in your car all together, which it will now not fit because I'm not putting all that stuff back in there like I normally do. I'll have something to do later when I'm done here. Let me get this down here. Let me see here. Yes, another air compressor. They ate? Okay. So they can't beg me for dinner again? Okay. Everybody's going to bed and wanted to let me know my dogs ate, because my dogs will they'll act like to me like they haven't eaten their dinner. We feed them 3 times a day because they're both, one of them is very elderly, the other one is pretty old, and to keep their stomachs kind of in line and their blood sugars and everything, we feed them 3 small meals a day. And one of them she will pretend like she has never eaten, and when she knows I'm getting ready to call it a night, she goes and stands by the little area and waiting for her dinner, even if she's already had it. So we have to keep her in check or she'd be this big. My old dude, he's not so much that way, but she sure is. Holy moly's. And yes, that's the thing, is sometimes if you can get enough air in your tire just to get to a service station, to get to the tire shop, to get home, to get somewhere, off the road, sometimes that's all you can do. But if you can do that, also, I don't know how many times I know people who have a spare tire. They have a flat tire. You get out their spare and it's flat. Well, what good is that going to do you? To have, you take off a flat tire to put on a flat spare doesn't work. So having the little air compressors that you can just leave in your car all the time is great. Especially, I think kids, young people that have cars, teach them how to use it. That is one of my big things. Is when I was growing up, my dad we had whether it's we were in the barn, in the garage, in the shop, wherever, whatever my dad was working on, I was there. I used power tools. He was rebuilding a car, he refinished furniture, all of that. And so I got to learn how to do that. And that's one thing I really stress to people, is help these kids learn this stuff, especially when it comes to getting a car. They need to know how to do a few things. Check their oil, change a tire, air up a tire, all of these little things. Otherwise, they have to go and either they're stranded or they have to call you for help in the middle of the night, maybe. Just get them out there and teach them. Or if you don't have the tools, find somebody, one of your friends or relatives, that maybe could help them learn how to do these things. Because once you learn how to do those things, even as a kid, you remember it, and some things never change. I mean, do the air compressors change? Yes. But the understanding of how to do it doesn't. So what you teach them today, they can use for the rest of their lives. And Robert says, my dad's dog is only 13 pounds and eats one bowl a day, but begs for food during the whole day whenever I eat. Yes. See? That's what happens. I have one dog, and she would eat we got her from the pound. She would eat nonstop. If you left the whole bucket of food open, she would eat until she exploded. I've never seen a dog like this. She would eat everybody's food. And she's gotten better since she's gotten older, but she's still a pain in my butt. Other dogs don't do that. She, however, will. And when they say, don't leave out chocolate, don't give them grapes, don't give them garlic, onions, they have the whole list. Coffee. This dog has eaten everything. She has eaten a big chunk of semi-sweet chocolate. She used to eat coffee grounds. When you empty your coffee grounds into the garbage, she would get in the garbage and eat a whole thing of coffee grounds. So anything they say, don't let your dog have, it'll kill him, she has eaten. And she's still going strong. Robert says, I used to change my own oil back then to my Mustang back then and rotate my own tires. Yes, that was something when I got a car, my dad made me learn how to change a tire, change the oil, change the air filter, check your hoses, all of those things. My dad would be out there. I remember learning how to change my brakes, and it was, Dad wouldn't dare let me do it without him checking everything. But yeah, he did one, and then he supervised, and then he'd go through and double check. And that's the whole thing. And yes, nowadays they made oil change different, where you have to have a guy and have an additional tool to drain oil and filter. The newer cars are a pain in the hiney to work on. In fact, one of the tools, I think I have it in my carousel tonight, is one of the computer checkers. What a pain in the butt. I like driving the old cars where everything you could get to it and it was normal. The more computer stuff, and they make a lot of these things now where you have to have special tools, or you may have to have their brand. I have a BMW, an old BMW, and there are certain things you have to have certain tools because of what it is. What a pain. I should have, got me. This car was the right price, and it's lasted, so that's great. But holy moly's, to get anybody to work on it, they all look at me and go, Thank goodness one of my friends, he helps me out with it. But yeah, you got to have a tool for everything. We changed in fact, I had a check engine light. Now, while we're talking about this, I'm going to go ahead and I think I put this in the carousel, one of them. Mine is older. And, oh, yes. A Tesla? Fat chance. No. And for me to ask my hot rod guys to work on my BMW is bad enough. My BMW is a 2003 and it's a little 5-speed. So they're like, okay, if I had a Tesla, they would throw me out of their shops. Every one of them would probably be like, nope, not going to have that in my shop, because they'll work on their hot rods and their rat rods. So it's a whole different ball game for them. Let me see if I can find this over here to show you. Now, mine is a little older. Same brand, same everything, just a little bit older. And also you need to check these to see if they work with your type of vehicle. But this is to check your computer status. So, yes, OBD, that's it, OBD2. Whenever I had a check engine light, I had to figure out why. And I didn't want to have to go and have one of the guys do it. Because we were messing and fixing different things. I had lean on the bank 2. So I ended up trying OS sensors before they were post, and I changed both OS sensors on one side on bank 2, which bank 2 on a 6-cylinder is the last 3 cylinders. But all of that, even though you don't want to hear what was wrong with my car, all of that I had to plug into the computer and read. Now I can set this for my particular type of car, so it's telling me more so what was wrong with my car, because what is sending off the light on one car may not be the same. I love this little thing. And so when we do some work on it, then I can also reset it. So I can reset all of it right here. I don't have to unplug the batteries. I do it here, and then drive it for 50 to 100 miles so that you can get everything set back up before you go get your smog test. I can reset it with this, and then if the light came back on and before I went too far, what I could do is I could go ahead and while I was out driving, I pull over, turn off my engine. If I started it back up and the light came back on, I could plug it in myself, do my own reading, and call the guys and tell them what was going on, so then we could start figuring out our next step. So if I can use this and figure it out, anybody can. But like I said, this one is a newer version. Mine, I don't know how long I've had it, but it all works the same. And yes, you can set it for your type of vehicle. Some things it will show you more than others. And I don't know enough about cars to know what some of this is, but my sensors were one of them that was important. Which bank, all of that. I needed to know, was I too lean? All of that right here. Handy. Too bad it's such that we have to do that. Now they do have an app, a phone app. Mine has a phone app also, but I don't use it. I just go straight from that machine. And then since a lot of times I'm at home when I first use it, I can go online and figure it all out from there. Me doing that along the side of the road isn't going to happen. Yes, and Robert is right. When you go, a diagnostic on my car, when my check engine light come on, if I was to go to BMW and have a diagnostic ran on my car, the low end one is like $100, right around there. To get the higher up end one, that most of it, a good bit of it can be found right here, would be, I think it was $195. And that's before they really did anything. So I was easily looking at $100 for what I could do with that little tool. And like Robert says, he said fees were $70 to $90. Yeah. And of course, because I have a BMW, just raises all the price. I love my car. I love my little car. Kind of fun having a 5-speed until you get stuck in traffic doing that nonstop. When I'm driving, I tend to yell at people. If I have to go below third gear on the freeway, you are getting yelled at. I will sit in my car and yell. I'm like, the freeway, why am I in second gear? Freeway, I should not have to be in first gear. They're making me work too damn hard. That's not a bit fair. I don't know what to do with those people. Some drivers really shouldn't be on the road. And sometimes I think that is actually me. Although after surgery I haven't been driving a lot because I kind of had to wait until I got everything recovered. And now, watch out. All right. The next item I have is right behind me on this wall. And I included these because I do have them up a lot. I have the curtains that look like an old barn with the sunflowers. And the thing is, I do have I have my picture back there that my daughter drawed when she was little. She had painted, and I put that up there for something to have. But that wall, I don't want to put any kind of shelves. I don't want to do anything with it because then if I want to change it, I've got a lot of money invested. I've got holes in my wall, all of that. So what I have done is I put a steel rod across there, a metal pipe like you would use for wiring or something like that. I have a piece of conduit up there, and it goes all across the back end of my room. And I got curtains. Sometimes if you watch, I have an old Route 66 curtain. I have a flag curtain. Sometimes you see no curtains. Today, come Christmas, I just ordered a Christmas curtain. It's an inexpensive way for me to cover the wall. If you have photographs of your family, things that you don't want people to see, but now you're working from home, you're doing Zoom calls, whatever, and you don't want people to see that, or you get a lot of reflection from picture frames and mirrors, you can get yourself a curtain. Of course, they look great on your windows. I don't need them on my windows. I got curtains on my windows, but I do need them behind me. In fact, the maroon curtain over here is for the sliding glass doors. I also got that. I don't have it in my carousel tonight, but I got it. And these do come in a variety of sizes. I'll pull this up over here for you so you can see. Right there it is. Ta-da! And they have been rated 100 times. I didn't go in and rate them. And you can save 7% right now. If you are watching the replay, I'm not sure if you can save 7% or not. When these specials come and go, I have no choice over. They just do it whenever they want. So if you're looking at it, I mean, these are nice curtains. They are not heavy. The maroon one is super heavy and more of a blackout. These are not a blackout per se curtain, but they're a nice fabric so that you can wash them, hang to dry. The grommets are about 1.5 inches, so they're going to fit on dadgum near every curtain rod you have. And I think they add a little something to the room. Otherwise, I have a bland wall. So there you go. Get yourself a little bit of country. Bring a little country inside. And I like sunflowers. And as you can see, they have a variety of sizes. So you can go check those out. And yeah, I always put them in because if they're behind me. Next up, let me go here. This is an oddball thing. In fact, I haven't had this on before because I usually don't do home stuff. But I'm like, I can do home. A lot of y'all have a home. You need products. I have them. In fact, I didn't even think about my juicer. Getting a little hydration because it's hot in here. I have air conditioning on in there, but I don't have any on in here because it's loud and it's hot in here. I've got the lights on and it's still at least 80 degrees outside. Here we go. Oh! Holy smokes. Hope I'm done. Wow, I knew my nose was itching earlier. I knew something was gonna come up. Now this juicer is also a little older than the new version. We've had this for years. Uh, gosh, I don't even know how many years I've had it. A lot, a long time. It has juiced everything under the sun and then some. Now, when I recently had surgery, I tend to run low blood sugar, so I have to always have something to eat available. And I like to have fruit simply because it's a natural sugar. Natural sugars, of course, help your body heal rather than processed sugar. So when I got home from the hospital, before I went, we had got a bunch of fruit and Brad juiced a ton of fruit. So I had apple juice, fresh apple juice, mango, strawberry, grape, all juiced. So when I got home, I could constantly sip on some of this fresh juice without all the chemicals, all the processed junk. And that I felt that would start me healing a little bit better. It kept my blood sugar up and even being a natural sugar rather than a processed sugar. So, and no, I'm not going to juice something for you tonight because if I turn that on right now, A, I'd make a mess. B, it would be loud and I'd be hearing it from another room. But I did pull it up here for you. You can save $10 right now. And like I said, mine is a little bit older than this one because the only real difference is the container that goes on mine where the juice comes out doesn't have the handle. That is, I think, the only difference I've been able to figure out with the two. And it's just a little bit different design is all it is. And so let me see here. Yeah, like I said, yep, low, high, off. See, this container is a little bit different than mine. I don't have a handle on mine. That's, I think, the only difference in it, though. But this should be over here. Let me tell you something. This is where the garbage goes. The juice is going to come out here. This sits back up under here, and it collects all the junk, the leftover stuff. What's great is with this, then you can either put it in your compost pile, you can throw it out for your birds and your wildlife if you have maybe rabbits or deer, anything like that. The birds love it. Or you can put it in your compost or your worm farm. But I like that it all gathers in here and then I can just take this out and do with it what I need. And I have my nice little thing to put my juice. And then I can I like fresh juice. It's better than the store-bought and stuff. I don't know how else to put it. I'm trying to be nice here. Bear with me. I'm trying to be nice. So there you go. Awesome juicer. It is amazing to me how dry the stuff that's left is. How much juice it actually gets out of that fruit is crazy. I didn't know there was that much juice in, say, an apple or a carrot. Uh, you can use it for all daggum near anything. So there you go. I've never shown my juicer before. And I know some of those ladies, they are in their kitchen and they're juicing and they're doing all, not me. You ain't gonna see me in a kitchen. And if I was in a kitchen and I was cooking, even though you guys are just watching on video, you would need Pepto-Bismol. That's how bad of a cook I am. So there you go. Juicers. They're a hot ticket item at Christmas. I know that. And if you weren't here earlier, I was talking about, we did get, a bunch of us got an email. I'm trying to get this next page set. We got an email from Amazon that brands are starting to get their specials online that they would normally be for Black Friday. And that's because so many of the ships that are sitting out in the bay aren't getting in and getting unloaded. We know that can cause an issue come Christmas. You may not get packages in time if you don't start your Christmas shopping now. So Amazon has brands that are already putting out all of their specials rather than waiting until after Thanksgiving. They're putting them out because of fear that you won't be able to get your packages. So if you want to make sure you get your items, I strongly, strongly suggest you start shopping now. I think even the big box stores and your regular shops are going to start having a problem as people start shopping. I know a lot of people I've talked to have already started for that exact reason. And I don't want you to get up Christmas morning and not have packages for especially the little ones. If it's for adults, they'll get over it. But those little ones are pretty important, and they kind of got some expectations. And now that I sneeze, my nose is going to run. Let me see here. Next up, another item I do not have in this room. I could roll it in, but I refuse to. I couldn't use it anyway. Is if you have a RV, an apartment, a mobile home, maybe you have a shop at your house and there's all kinds of dirty towels and always things getting brought in and you don't want them in your washing machine. Here's an option for you. This is a small washer. And I'm going to tell you, one of the things is, if you have an RV or like a camper trailer and you have a washer in it, the actual trailer and RV are built around the washing machine. They don't bring the washing machine in afterwards. It is put in there and then they finish the trailer around it. Here's where the problem comes in. If that washing machine dies and you have to replace it, you can't get another freaking washing machine through the front door of your RV, trailer, mobile home, a lot of places, because the washing machines, regular washing machines, are too big. They won't fit through the front door. You can't get them through to the door where the washing machine and possibly dryer are. This is your option. You can go to an RV place and they will charge you 7 arms and 4 legs and then some. I got this and it is an amazing little washing machine. And like I said, if you've got a shop and you don't want all those towels coming in, because if they've got grease and cleaners and things, that stays in your good washing machine. So then when you wash your nice clothes, there's all that junk in there. This can be used in your shop. It is portable, so you can roll it. My suggestion is you get a dolly to put it on so you can roll it easier. If you have an apartment, same thing. You can put this and it hooks up to your faucet, your kitchen faucet. Then you can put the drain in it right there in your apartment rather than going to the laundromat. You can do your own washing in your apartment. I would have killed for one of these when my kids were little and we were military and moved all over, because to load up the kids to go to the laundromat because we lived in an apartment was horrid. I would have much rather had one of these that I could have done. Maybe it's not big enough to hold a comforter. You're going to put in a couple pairs of jeans, maybe 3 or 4 of your shirts, some socks, some underwear, like that. It's not a huge washing machine. I can put, if I want to, I could probably put all of my sheets in pillowcases, which I have a lot of pillowcases. When I say pillowcases, that's a load in itself. But so it's not huge, but it's a nice size for, say, an apartment, for someone that has kids and they just need to keep up on laundry in between going and getting things like a big comforter washed. Thank you, Amazon customer, for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. Makes me feel special. Makes Amazon think I'm special. I'm pretty sure they think I'm special, but I don't know if that's good or bad. But like I was saying, this washing machine, you can hook it up to your kitchen sink. Then you have I'm trying to find, here it is, the hose, so that you can drain it right out into the sink. Super duper easy. It also has a filter on the side. And it's on sale right now. It was $3.19 and now it's $2.99. It's been rated over 2,225 times, 4.5 stars. I love this little thing. It's got 5 water levels. So you're going to have that option if you just have a few little things, especially if you use it in an RV or some kind of camper trailer where you're just going to be washing what you had on for the day and you don't need a full water level. So it's got 5 water levels. It's got 10 settings for if you want heavy duty. You can also have it set so that it just soaks, or it does a rinse and spin. When it spins so much that when you take the clothes out, it doesn't take any time to dry. So you could use this, not have a dryer in your house. If you have somewhere, either a clothes rack or you have somewhere out in your house where you're able to hang some damp clothes so they can dry overnight, this thing spins them. And they're easy to dry, which is something I was amazed at. I'm like, holy smokes, this little thing is good. Also, you can set this so that, say, I've got it all loaded, but I don't want it to start washing for an hour because I need to take a shower. You can set it and set the timer so it starts washing in an hour. Maybe I want to go to bed before it starts washing, whatever. I thought that was pretty freaking cool. I mean, big washing machine in my house ain't got that. So this is a great little washing machine. Apartments, small houses where maybe you don't have a big washer, your RVs, your camper trailers, your mobile homes where you can't get a washing machine in there because the doors are too small, here you go. And it's much cheaper than going to the RV store and getting an actual RV washing machine. Those things are expensive. So there you go. You just got my excitement over a washing machine. I don't know what kind of crazy person I am. Washing machine, you should not get excited about a washing machine. It's just crazy. I was excited a little bit ago about my lantern. I love this lantern. I was thinking about turning all the lights off again and playing with the lantern, but I'll save you that. I won't make you suffer through that again. Although it was fun, huh? Alrighty. The next item, let me see here. I do have back here, looking for puppy dog tails before I move my chair. Because if I roll over a dog, I'm going to be in deep trouble. I'll go ahead and pop this up so you can see it. There you go. I will move this. I appreciate all of you tuning in tonight for the follows, for the comments, for the added information, and just for the company. I might start doing more late nights. We don't say crazy in here. I say a lot of things I shouldn't say. One of these days, my mama always said, one of these days your mouth is going to get you slapped. My mouth got me slapped a lot. And now, not so much now. I think people are afraid of me. But, yes. And I still have these. I moved my chair and now I can't move it back because of the dogs. But, anyway, here we go. This is, and I've got it down flat right now. The legs are folded. But it is a laptop table. Now, I'm going to show you a little clip that I made. I made this. It's me talking. It's on a shoppable video. But what I want you to take note of is the reason I went with this one and not one of the others was the vents on the table. Because my laptop, I didn't want to get hot. I was terrified it was going to overheat and I was going to ruin my new laptop. So I wanted one with the vents because when I got home from surgery, I was pretty much stuck on the couch or in bed. I couldn't get up and do a lot. To come in here and sit up I was banned from doing that. But I needed a table so that I could get my laptop out. I could read some email. I could pull up, my movies and watch them in the other room. And I wanted to use my laptop, not my phone, because I didn't want to have to wear all my glasses. So that's why I got this. And I'm going to show you a video. For one thing, after I sneeze, I need to go blow my nose. The sneezels hurt me. Let me pull this up. There you go. Right now, this is also on special, and you can save 21%. Bonus! 21%, $8 off right now. If you're watching the replay, don't know if that's going to be available. Maybe. Here you go. Before I went in for surgery, I needed something that I could use while laying in bed or on the couch during recovery. So we ordered the Songmix portable laptop table. Let's take a look at it. This is a bamboo laptop table. It has vents so your laptop doesn't overheat. And when we measure across the entire table, it comes out to 21 3/4 inches. Now, the width is 13.5. This portion where your laptop can sit measures out at 14 1/4 inches and raises to about 45 degrees. You can also, if you don't want to do that, you have up to 6 options, one being totally flat in case you want to use it for lunch. It also has an area for a cup, and if you have anything you want to store, say a stylus pen, something like that, it does have a drawer that pulls out. Now, if you want to use it on your couch or a smaller area, you might want to know the width of the legs. Maximum width here is 28 inches across. It also raises to a maximum of 11.5 inches. The legs fold down. It can be folded completely flat for portability, storage, anything like that. This piece does come off and can be stored in the little drawer in case you don't want it there while you're eating lunch. So go ahead, check it out. It might just be what you need. And there you go. I figured that was easier than me trying to explain it all and get it out. And give me a chance to go take care of my sneezels. Something's in the air. Don't know what, but something, because my nose is itched all day and now I got the sneezels. So there you go. Great little laptop table. Yeah, laptop table. It is 11:51 p.m. on Thursday, October 7th. We are getting right up to the midnight hour. Ta-da! Isn't that a song? I think there's a song, something about the midnight hour. Maybe Bob Seger? I don't know. I know it's in a song. And we're getting there. We're really close. We are only 8 minutes away. And when the clock strikes midnight, I hope you don't turn into a pumpkin. I won't. But then again, I don't look like a princess now. So there you go. We are on here late night. Hope y'all are having a good night. Let's see. Is it really Thursday? Tomorrow is Friday. Yes, Billy Idol. That's it. I was going to say, I didn't think Bob Seger, but I couldn't. Yes, I could start singing it. Then again, I probably shouldn't. They cried more and more and more in the Rebel Yell. Rebel Yell. That's it. I knew it. I normally, if I wasn't on camera, I would have started singing it so I could figure it out. But you're right. Robert, he knows his Billy Idol. One day I'll sing for y'all. Pretty sure you won't enjoy it. You think karaoke is bad? Ain't nothing. And in fact, for those of you that didn't know, let me just tell you. Speaking of karaoke, I used to DJ karaoke sometimes. I would fill in. I was a bartender for 15 years. And of course, when you're a bartender, you know all the other bartenders and bars and stuff around because we all talked a lot as far as dealing with people and stuff. And it was a smaller town, not really small. But so when they had another bar across the way used to have karaoke, and if their DJ would call in sick, and it was my night off one night, they called and said, "We need somebody really bad, Cheryl, and you can talk to everybody. Everybody knows you. Can you come do it?" I said, "Okay." They were going to pay me. Heck yeah, I can go. So I was their fill-in DJ. I didn't sing. I basically just talked to people and told them either you sing or I will. And you don't want me to do that. So there you go. Part of my exciting life. Not everybody can have as much fun in life as I have. Bartending was quite the experience. Then I went from bartending to working construction. For a while, I worked construction during the day and bartended at night, and let me tell you, that about wore me out. But now I just talked to you on Amazon. This is much funner. Nobody's getting in a fight, nobody's falling over me, and nobody's vomiting on me. So I think it's a win-win. Next up, what I have for you is, let me see. Robert asked, did you do the fancy bottle toss and spinning and juggling tricks during your bartending days? Reminds me of Tom Cruise's bartender movie. No. Cocktail was the movie Cocktail. No, I did not do any of that. I did not have time to do that. I usually worked by myself. I worked in places, I didn't like having a cocktail waitress. I'd rather do it myself. So I was constantly running. And if you knew how coordinated I am, to ask me to fling a bottle, oh, it would have been scary. I would have been hitting somebody, let alone the amount of alcohol that probably would have went all over the place, and then they would have said I wasted. I never did that fancy. I could make drinks and layer drinks like you wouldn't believe. I could set up glasses and pour, but I couldn't flip bottles. Mm-mm. Not doing it. Because as soon as I dropped them, they'd want to charge me, and I wasn't doing that. And yeah, I may have got a little cocky with them and started juggling and throwing them at people. Would have been entertaining. But I do love watching some of those people. And here in Las Vegas, we have certain bars and stuff where there's some of those people that can do amazing things. A lot of them, it's all done with a gun now and all pre-measured, and not a lot of them free pour. We used to free pour. A lot of them are measured now, which that makes it boring, or they have it all on a gun. They've lost a lot of the fun of bartending when they change that. They also probably save a lot of money. When you free pour, yeah. All righty then. We got off topic. That's okay though. The next item up for bid in the price of right is, dun, da, da, da. This is a trunk organizer, and I love this thing because I carry a lot of camera gear. I carry a lot of things in my trunk. And that means that sometimes, granted, I put all my camera gear in a camera bag. Oh, no, Robert, you can distract me anytime because I just go off on stories. Y'all might get bored, but that's okay. It's just part of my life. It's been a crazy 50 some years. And I suspect the next 50 some will get even crazier if I make it that long. No problem. I can do it. But the next item here is this trunk organizer. Couldn't think of what it was called. I was going to say tote. No, we don't want to tote it. So I do have it here. And I'm going to tell you about it because it is, I'm also going to see, oh, I've got the wrong page. It is the #1 bestseller in trunk organizers. It's been rated over 41,000 times. Oh, snap. And it's 4.5-star ratings. It's 11% off as of right now. How long that special will last, I don't know. They don't tell me when they're going to put things on special or take them off. I don't have any say in that. So if you're watching the replay and it's not there, I'm sorry. Got to be quick on this. Things come and go and they don't tell me. But this is a great little, it's not little either, trunk organizer. Because, doing the dog check. Dog tail check. I mean, it's pretty big, but I wanted to show it to you there, and then I will close that out so you can see it. It is big, and it's got the center divider, and then this is just a snap-on so you can remove it. It has the handles. This bottom, because you can fold this up to be almost daggone flat. It folds to be really thin, so when you're not using it, you can fold it down. It also, on each end, it has the strap so that you can adjust the straps, use the S-hook. It's so big it's a pain. And hook it in so that this whole container doesn't slide around if you have, say, an SUV, something like a Ford Flex, something like that, where it might move around. In my trunk, it don't go nowhere because my trunk ain't that big. But it does have these on each end so that way you can secure it more. Over here, you've got two big pockets. This one is a Velcro, and this has a rubber lining. So that's kind of cool. I like that it's not going to get yucky, get the fabric yucky. This is a big pocket too. Now, not to say I'm not bright, but sometimes I'm not bright. I'm going to set this up here. These, oh, I got to shut this other little picture off. There you go. These are pockets, and they are on each side. Both sides down here have pockets. This has, I'll get it up here. See, it's got that little thingy there. It's got a little loop there, and it's got thingies there. Now, these thingies, I don't know that, right there, are on all four corners. And I'm like, I don't know what they're for. Hello? I got it figured out. So, if you use, and I know that they have those kind of a mesh or a ropey net, because I know in the one car, we have a net that you can clip on to hold something in place, and we use it for water bottles because I only buy water at refillable bottles at the store, at the water store, because of the water here is nasty. And I use one of those nets. This you can get the net for so that it has a covering on the top. And that's what it hooks to. These. I didn't know that. Took me a while. I'm like, I didn't know I could hook a net to. I couldn't figure it out for the longest time why those were there. And that's it. That's why they're there. For people who are much smarter than me, they can figure it out. And let me show you. I'll pull this back up for a second because I don't want to take the bottom out of mine. And yes, it's waterproof. But yeah, this is collapsible. So it collapses down really nice in case you want to put it away. You're not going to use it all the time. Mine, like my little vacuum, my air compressor, my light, jumper cables, everything like that. We have one in the car already that has all what I call the car safety gear. So these collapse down nice if you only want to use them for groceries or when you're camping, going to the park to take all your snacks and your tables, whatever. Works out good for me. And I suspect, now it says no slide, and I'm not quite sure. I suspect they're talking about being able to use the hooks to hook onto the seat, is how I assume they do. They're saying that. I don't know. But this guy drives like I do. All the snacks right there beside me. if I take a trip, I got to have my snacks and they have to be beside me. So yes, I wanted to show you how small it will collapse, because otherwise I'd have to get up and collapse it. And I don't want to do that. Yeah, why have your junk falling all over? Don't let your junk flop all over your car. In my trunk, I mean, everything stays kind of in there, but in an SUV, it goes everywhere. And with having the handles, if you have a show car, you could put all your gear in there, your towels, your cleaners, all that you use once you get to the show to shine it up, and then you can just move it off to the side. That comes in really handy. Also, if you carry things that could spill, that's my big worry sometimes, is if something spills. Because here in the desert, I take water everywhere I go, jugs of water. And I always have jugs of water in the trunk, even if it's hot water, because it's so hot outside. At least I have it if I need it to put in my car because it's overheated, or if in an emergency I needed it, I could use it. Well, I don't want it spilling all over and getting my car wet, and if I've got my camera bags in there and everything. So having these are great. There you go. Bet you wanted to hear all about that, didn't you? 20-minute lecture on a car organizer, because it's important. And there you go. Just in case you don't know who I am, my name is Cheryl Locke. I'm also known as Off the Jacks here in the Las Vegas Valley car community, because I do a lot of car shows. I go out, do their videos, their pictures, help them promote their events. That's where I got the name Off the Jacks. I'll be going to SEMA here in not too long. In the beginning of November, I do media for SEMA, which is a huge aftermarket car, biggest in the world. Aftermarket car parts and things. It's not open to the public except for one day this year. They're going to open it to the public, and you can get tickets for it. But I've done media for a few years there. It's amazing what all you get to see. I hope they should have all the Hot Wheels cars there. They have, throughout the year, they have a Hot Wheels competition all across the United States. They have them, and they pick a winner in each location, and then they all come out in November for SEMA, all the winners of these unique custom cars. And they have then a final contest to see the one winner, and the top winner will get their car made into a Hot Wheels. So they also bring out a bunch of the past winners, so there's already Hot Wheels cars made from them. And if you're like me, you were brought up playing with Hot Wheels. We had Hot Wheels all over the place. I had brothers, Hot Wheel track races, the jumps. We had a pool table. And so we used to build things and race them off the end of the pool table, see how far we could get them to go, all kinds of stuff. So that will be a great time. I love SEMA. I hope to be able to do an Amazon Live from there with the Hot Wheels. And depending on reception, I will also see if I can get some interviews with different vendors that also sell on Amazon. So I may not be able to get everything on Amazon Live because of the connection issue, especially inside the convention center, but I'll see what I can do. Bring you some cool stuff. Otherwise, I'll have to put some of it on YouTube because, I won't be able to go live inside probably. We're going to see, though. You never know what I'll be able to work out. So there you go with that. Let's see. The next item in Late Night Shopping with Cheryl. Hope you all have had a good time. We have passed the midnight hour, and I'm not a pumpkin, and I hope you aren't either. Next item we have, I already used it earlier in the show, but I'll show you anyway, is an AC to DC converter. And why I got this is because some of the items I show y'all actually work by plugging into your cigarette lighter of your car. Well, I'm not bringing my car into the house, so I had to get one of these, little AC to DC. If you have any reason, whether maybe in your shop, in your garage, in your house, where you need to be able to plug something in that normally would only plug into a cigarette lighter, here you go. I know. I don't know how many people use these. I really don't. I have no idea if it's something normal people get, or I mean, I had a reason I needed it. But I will tell you right now, it's on special. If you're watching live right now and this is something you need for yourself or for someone else, they got a special going and you're going to save 34%. As I always say, how long the special lasts, I don't know. Could be gone any minute. You just don't know. So if it's not there, sorry, you missed it. But right now you're going to save $5.11. And so it's under $10. It's been rated 9,427 times, and it's a 4-star rating. I don't know why it's 4-star. I didn't rate, but I can tell you this much. Mine has worked every time I use it. So I'm happy with it. How is all that? I tell you, I kind of like this late night thing. Let's see. Robert says, talking about Hot Wheels, I remember Micro Machines and the fast talking guy on the commercials back in the 80s. I remember Micro Machines. I don't remember the commercials. I'll probably have to go, when I get done here, I'll have to go and look them up because I'm sure they are somewhere. But yeah, I remember, weren't the Micro Machines tiny little things? It seems like it because I have daughters. And so in the 80s, it would have been my daughters. But I think the Micro Machines were tiny. Unless I'm thinking of the wrong thing. My daughters had Hot Wheels. One of them liked dolls and Barbies, and the other one didn't. You know how it is whenever you get kids, each one of them is very different. The 80s were exciting. Very exciting. Way too exciting. Somebody the other day said, talking about going back to the 80s, I said, no. I'm not going back to the 80s. That was hard. As a young mother, we were military, so we moved all over the United States. And I had kids, and my husband at the time would go out to sea, and I ain't going back and doing that. Had some great music. I will tell you that. 80s had some amazing music. What I would like to do one night, and I don't know if I can on Amazon, but when I do one of these late night, like on a weekend, a Friday or Saturday night, I'd love to do one of just cool Amazon music, because you can't buy music on Amazon. So maybe I could do that if they would let me play, without getting in trouble. If I can play, just parts of a song, I think that'd be kind of fun, because I like some 80s music and I like a lot of hard rock music. So we would not be having, if my neighbors are having a get together and I have my windows open, we're going to hear mariachi music. Mariachi. You know what I'm talking about. Sometimes I hear it all night. I don't mind it until a certain time at night, and I'm like, okay, I had enough of that. But I think that'd be kind of fun. Or maybe on a Friday or Saturday night, do a movie, talk about movies, because I have Amazon Prime. I don't have cable TV. I have Amazon Prime. So that's my big excitement at night, is I usually find a movie on Amazon Prime rather than watching TV, because I I just don't. Find a, talk about different movies that we like on Amazon Prime. I don't know if that's allowed or not. Then again, I guess they'll tell me if it's not. Oh, they'll just cut the stream off or send me a letter or something. I don't know. But yeah, I think it'd be fun to do some music. I'm not going to sing, but we can, just find some of our favorites. You guys can tell me what kind of music you listen to. As long as it's, I don't know, there's some music I'm not going to listen to. Sorry, guys. Hate to tell you. There's just some of that I cannot take. The other day, someone said they thought I probably listened to country music. No, not very often. I don't need depressed. There's some country music I will listen to, but I also worked in a country bar. That was enough for me. Also in the 80s, I worked in a bar that played all top 40. And there's certain songs and certain music that if I hear it, I want to pull my hair out. Because that's when MTV and music videos was just coming out. That's how old I am. They were just coming out. And so the bar had a big, huge screen, and the very limited on what songs had the music videos. And so we watched the same ones over and over and over and over and over and over all night, every night. So there's some of that I don't like. Yes, John Henry show. I don't remember John Henry. I don't remember him at all. Maybe if I saw him, I would. Growing up, we lived out in the middle of nowhere. And so we didn't have but like a couple of channels for TV. Lawrence Welk, I know. I remember the Lawrence Welk show. And you see him a lot now. A lot of people here lately have got the bubble machines, the bubble guns that blow bubbles. That reminds me of a Lawrence Welk show with all the bubbles. Lawrence Welk, Hee Haw, Sonny and Cher. That's when Sonny and Cher were just coming out as in music. Hee Haw, I always thought that was funny. There was a lot of good shows back then. To see them nowadays, you'd be like, what? I'm sure my kids would have been like, what? We didn't watch very many TV shows because we didn't have a lot of channels. And that wasn't the thing we did. You got up early, you went to school, you came home, you did chores, and then made sure your homework was done. I played a lot of sports in school. Yeah, we just didn't do TV. So certain shows we watched, Starsky and Hutch. Gosh, I don't even know what all shows were back then. Gilligan's Island was big. Something fun. That was, I think Gilligan's Island seems like it was on every afternoon. What else was there? I know there was the Hardy Boys. I never got to watch that because it was on cable and only the kids in town could see it. We didn't have cable. Nancy Drew, or was that just a book, not a TV show? How about Hey Hey We're the Monkeys? I remember that. See, we had fun back in the day. We had good TV shows that were entertaining. Kids could watch them and you didn't have to worry. Did you have a favorite show back when you were a kid that you just, you still remember. And look at my hat's crooked. That's what I get for being up at 12:20 a.m. Hey, hey, it is Friday. Happy Friday. We made it, guys. We made it through another week. It's Friday. Weekend is almost here, just this far. And we'll be at the weekend. Oh, see, Robert remembers some of these shows. I know I'm older than some of y'all, but that's why I'd like to do one at night. Maybe what I could do is figure out a way, if I can, I could maybe find some equipment to put in the carousel, and we could just all figure out favorite songs from different eras. Queen was big when I was graduating high school. They were huge. Queen, AC/DC. Who else? Of course, we had the hair bands, and not hair bands like ponytail. I mean, like big hair. Gosh, we did have some fun back then. I don't know if kids nowadays in high school have as much fun as we did back then. I have no idea. I'm sure they have fun. I'm sure their music isn't as good because I've listened to it. So, oh my gosh. Yes, it is almost 12:30. I started this about 10 o'clock. I do have another item. Forget what I'm doing. I start talking about music. I do love listening to music, and that's why I would like to do some kind of, let me see here, do some kind of music night. I'll have to see if I can figure out how to do that so that I won't get in trouble with Amazon. I don't want to get in trouble with Amazon. Yeah. I'm trying to see. I just accidentally closed the wrong page. It's just what I do. So who'd be up for a movie or a music night, or maybe, like I said, maybe I can figure out how to do it with music. Or we'll have maybe one night I'll just throw some products in the carousel, and we can talk about favorite movies. Be something fun. This last product, John Wayne. Oh, John Wayne. I love John Wayne. Now I got the hiccups. I had the sneeze, so now I got the hiccups. You'll be around somewhere. I don't know when I'm going to do it. You'll be around. Ain't leaving. But yes, John Wayne. I think I've probably seen every John Wayne movie there ever was. And when John Wayne was young, he used to do black and white cowboy shows. And every once in a while, because I don't have cable TV, but I can pick up on the antenna and I get some funky, weird channels, I will find where they have like a John Wayne from when he was young. Another show I used to watch is The Rifleman, way back. And now they have reruns. Robert says, I used to watch John Wayne when I was around 6. Yep. See, you're not much older than my kids. So John Wayne was cool. He was the ultimate cowboy. I can tell you that. And there's certain ones of the actors back in those days that we all knew their faces. I didn't always know their names, but I knew their faces or could hear their voices. And sometimes, like I said, late at night, if I can't sleep, I'll turn on the TV and I'll flip to one of those oddball channels that shows the old shows and movies. And yes, I've seen some with John Wayne when he is so young. I'm like, holy smokes, who is that? But you can always tell who he was once you hear that voice. So yeah, I think we need a night just to discuss this. Maybe I can get somebody else to come in and join us and we can talk about it. Don't know what I do to satisfy Amazon and their products, but I'll be finding out if there's any way I can link to movies or either Prime movies or music. Because my music selection is awesome. Let me see here. We are having a night. 12:25 a.m. Friday morning on the west side of the USA. It is going to be a great Friday. Saturday. Let me see, Saturday, Atomic Motors has a fall festival car show thing going on. I'm going to see if I can do a live from there. It'll depend on what they have going on. I know there's going to be probably 5 or 6 rat rods at least there. We are going to, One Bad Rat is going to be there. Frankenford, the Mosquito one, Frankenbug, which is a Volkswagen Bug made into a drag car that is a rat rod. So it's like no Volkswagen Bug you ever saw. I know they're all probably going to be there. I don't know what Dylan and Austin, if their cars have names, but they're going to be there. Keith will have his new rat rod out if he gets it done in time. Then there's going to be a lot of classic cars there. There's going to probably be some old trucks. I don't know who all is pulling in because this is their big fall festival. So they should have everything going on there. I'm going to try to bring you some of that Saturday. And then Sunday, there are 2 shows. One is right over here, not far from me, and I think I'll be able to get reception. Maybe. I'll have to see if I can get the proper permission to stream from there. The other one is out by the Veterans Home. I know I won't be able to stream out there, so I'll have to get the video and do that on YouTube because I know the area is not probably going to let me have a reception unless they've changed something since I've been out there last. And oh, I see. So you're going to go photo shooting. See? I like doing that. I wish I could go to the woods. We don't have too many woods here. I have to drive up to Mount Charleston to go to the woods. Not quite the same as when I was growing up and I could just walk way out and it was in the woods. But yeah. Oh, I bet you're going to have fun. And I honestly don't know when I'm going to go live next, simply because I don't know, especially on the weekends when I'm going to try to do a car show. I never know if I can get a signal or what is going on. If there's way too many people, that makes it hard. If I get there and there's no cars there, that makes it hard. Being on the go with this is a little different than where I have a more controlled situation, except like tonight it's 12:30 p.m. No, 12:30 a.m. I'm sorry. And 12:30 p.m. Shoot, I was on here a while. 12:30 a.m. I have total control right now. I'm a little dingy, but I got total control. When you go out and about at car shows, I don't always get to have total control. Now, this is something, it's a laser bore sighter. I got this and I love it. I didn't want to have to go out. Ammo's too expensive and waste ammo. So, and Robert says, thank you for streaming. I'm glad you look a lot better. Yes, trust me, I got released from my neurosurgeon this week. I have no more doctor's appointments, no more medication, no more. I'm free. So yeah, if I develop problems and I have to go back, I'll have to call and go get checked out again. But as of right now, I'm 3 months past surgery, and they say I'm good to go. So I still have a few little problems, but they're things that will heal on their own and will pass on their own. As far as we're concerned, they'll probably just take care of themselves, because I still have a lot of numbness. And like he said, it could take 12 months to 18 months for everything in there to heal. So getting a hole cut in your head is obviously a big deal. It's been a bigger deal than I thought it would be. I thought, it's just a little hole. I'll be fine. But it's taken me a while, but I'm back. So what I was talking about is the laser bore sighter. I'm trying to get it in focus. There you go. And I'm not going to turn off all the lights again so I can show you. Let me see here. Here we go. I'll let you see this. Today we're looking at the CV Life bore sights. This is for a 223556. It comes in a nice little package, your cartridge, and it has 6 batteries included. Let's take a look at how easy this is. Gonna just simply screw off the back. Take your batteries. It's gonna use 3 batteries, and you'll be ready to go. Screw on the back. And you're ready to align those sights. Saves on ammo and a lot of time. Go ahead and check out CV Life's bore sights. There you go. See, I didn't want to have to turn off the lights to try to show you that, even though I would have, so you could see how bright the laser was. Ta-da! And I do have it with me if anybody's asking. I do use it. Because, yeah, it's been rated almost 5,000 times, 4.5 stars. Bada bing, bada boom. There you go. Just what you always been wanting. I know it's kind of one of those products that only certain people would use, but I happen to be one. So I hope you guys have had a great Thursday into Friday. Thank you for sticking with me so you can start my Friday off good. I mean, who else gets to start the first few minutes of their Friday with friends? Friends, family, guests, loved ones, and more. So I think I'll try again some night to, like I said, do another late night shopping with Cheryl. I had, if you saw the thumbnail tonight, it's the full moon. That full moon picture I took back in 2014. And I thought, that's what I'll do. Late night shopping. I hope you've had a good time. I hope you found some things you like. And thank you very much, Amazon customer, for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. It makes me feel special. And it makes Amazon think I'm special. A lot of people think I'm special, but that's not always a good thing. But yeah, we're going to do this again at night. There's been so many streamers on during the day. Amazon has brought in a lot of celebrities during the day. So us smaller streamers are kind of getting overran, and we'll just come on at night when the celebrities are sleeping. The rest of us will come talk to y'all. And I know some of y'all like to stay up all night and you ain't got nothing to do except click around on Amazon. I usually go to Twitter rather than Amazon because I'm dangerous going to Amazon. I'm waiting. I'm getting a new Christmas curtain. And I got my new little hard drive that I'm going to have to pull out the instructions and see how I get it set up. So hopefully I'll be able to get it set up. Like I said, it just came today, and I wasn't too worried about being able to set it up. I wanted to be able to get it out. And I honestly didn't think it was going to be that tiny. I mean, that's amazing. 1 terabyte. You know how many pictures and videos you can put on a terabyte? Depending on how you have your resolution set. A lot. And it's all going to go on this little bitty thing. I'll be able to download it straight from my phone into this, straight from my 360 camera into this. This is almost as fun as my lantern was. So y'all have a great night. Like I said, I appreciate y'all being here. I am sure I will see you again soon. Thank you for following me. And go to bed. It has to be past your bedtime. Have sweet dreams, and I will be talking to you again very soon.